The world is definitely getting a little weirder because now social justice warriors are saying that math is racist. So 2 plus 2 is not supposed to equal 4, according to them. That's not a good point of view. It's not fair. It doesn't consider other people's feelings enough. And hard sciences need to respect social sciences as far as they are concerned. So, yeah, I don't really think I agree with this. This is coming from... I really don't agree with this. It's absolutely ridiculous and dangerous. This is coming from Zero Hedge. Math Association says math inherently carries human biases, citing critical race theory. So, their premise would be that because math is designed and created by humans or observed by humans, that human observation necessarily makes it have biases, according to critical race theory. So, I don't know, maybe you can help me make some sense of it. Let's check this out. The Mathematical Association of America, the MAA, recently asserted that math inherently carries human biases in a recent statement from its Committee on Minority Participation in Mathematics. Okay. The MAA is a professional association of high school and university teachers. That's really scary. It hosts the American mathematics competitions for middle and high school students, as well as publishes academic journals. It prides itself as the world's largest community of mathematicians, students, and enthusiasts. In opposition to the president's recent executive actions to ban the use of critical race theory training, that's right, Trump did that, in the federal government. And also he did it with federal government contractors or anyone receiving funds from the federal government. It's banned. The MAA said that critical race theory is an established social science inquiry which is grounded in decades of scholarship, further asserting that it is misguided at best to reduce this theory to race blaming of white people and to define it and the discussion of systemic racism as a divisive concept. Okay. The statement then turned its attention to the inherent bias that allegedly exists in mathematics. Quote, although mathematics, science, and higher education developed fact-based theories and practices that should inform policy, which they do, they are also political because they exist within a highly politicized system, says the statement. Acknowledging that the United States has serious systemic discrimination has somehow leaped from a political issue to a partisan issue. In conclusion, the MMA says, quote, it's time for all members of our profession to acknowledge that mathematics is created by humans and therefore inherently carries human biases. This political stuff has gotten beyond ridiculous. By the way, it's a huge help to me. Subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications. This way you're supporting my channel and you can always get the updates when the videos come out. Now, this concept that mathematics is created by humans, mathematics as a system is almost observed by humans. Yeah, there are human beings that are discovering things in mathematics and that are explaining mathematics, but human beings don't create the rules of mathematics. Human beings observe the rules of mathematics. That's why it's called science. We're observing reality and we're trying to catalog, classify, and understand why things happen in our reality. So it's not that humans create the rules of reality. Humans can only observe the rules of reality. We are not gods. Until this quote, all right. In conclusion, MMA says, it's time for all members of our profession to acknowledge that mathematics is created by humans. Fine. Quote, until this occurs, our community and our students cannot reach their full potential. Reaching this potential in mathematics relies upon the academy and higher education engaging in critical, challenging, and sometimes uncomfortable conversations about the detrimental effects of race and racism on our community. I don't really get at all of what they're talking about. I just see this as a desperate attempt to inject politics into the hard sciences, which means, in the hard sciences are hard. They're not easy. It takes very serious critical thinking. You're looking at cause and effect. You're deciding what problems you're going to study and try to solve. You're trying to understand through tests and observable results from these tests, like, how can we get new knowledge? How can I apply this information into my life and understand the world better? And mixing in their feelings about race and critical race theory don't seem like that's going to really make the sciences more effective in any way. Like, they're not going to do their job, which is to help us understand reality and to help us have scientific innovations. Several American university university professors signed the document. That's sad. Among these are Jenna Carpenter, the Dean of Engineering at Campbell University, and Victor Piercy, an actuarial sciences professor at Ferris State University. National Association of Scholars Director of Research, David Randall, told Campus Reform, which is the magazine publication, the website that this was first featured in, that legitimate scholarship dedicates itself to the search for truth. However, critical race theory denies that the search for truth is possible and seeks power instead. Scholarship judges arguments. Critical race theory judges who makes the arguments. You can be a scholar or an adherent of critical race theory. You cannot be both, which makes sense. Scholarship is destroyed when you embrace social science concepts, and it's just the concept of critical race theory, and decide like, all right, well, we're going to live by these concepts. That's fine, but what religion, all those things are separate from mathematics. Mathematics just, it's an assessment of the way things are and how to better utilize yourself in the context of reality. And that has nothing to do with social sciences, how we feel about this, how we feel about that, other people's ideas or other people's, even religious beliefs. Randall explains that mathematics has always been about the purest field of scholarship. 2 + 2 = 4 everywhere in the universe, and always will. And that's what makes mathematics so powerful. When you understand how things work, you can go and make a spaceship and fly around in the universe. Eventually. Nevertheless, critical race theorists may demand that we believe that 2 + 2 = 5 because bias affects mathematics and bias must be overcome, but free minds will never assent. Very interesting. So, free minds know hard sciences are different than soft sciences. And soft sciences, also known as social sciences, is where you get these theories about life and social interactions and what the rules for social interactions should be. And obviously there are different ways that people live in tribal societies, people live in Western civilization, Eastern civilization, communist, socialist, all these other sorts of things. And to pull a fact out to say that, well, this culture had a history of treating this race differently than that race, and we had slavery here. And it's like, so that should dictate our hard sciences? That doesn't make any sense. That should make it so that we can't really function with math. To me, this is like a methodology to dumb down society as far as possible and to turn human beings into non-thinking things with souls. I think it's a terrible assault on humanity to try to take away progress, however we accomplish that progress. I mean, it's human history. We're supposed to be building on human history, not destroying it because other people don't like how it fits with their model for critical theories, for whatever, social sciences. Tell me what you think of this article. I think it's nuts. I think they're wrong. But tell me what you think in the comments below. I really love to see what people say. I do read every comment. And also definitely subscribe to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. And check out the upcoming series, The Mermaids, at epicmermaids.com. Just sign up on the email list. I'll send you an email when the book is ready to come out. All right, I'll see you again soon with another video, and if I don't see you, I will miss you.